One thing I particularly like is that really every cast you make in fly fishing is a practice cast. And it can be on the bow of a skip for tarpon, it can be on a run for steelhead in British Columbia. And in New Zealand, it's at a spotted trout. And each cast is practice. You learn from every cast you make. And maybe you didn't judge the wind quite right and the fly drifted 4 feet off of its target. Or you put a little too much power on the cast because the breeze had come up, but then your line hits too hard. So every cast is a practice cast. And when you leave a week in New Zealand, you really feel like you're a better angler. And that increase of confidence is what brings you back year after year to use that confidence and those skills to do better and better every time.
Right here, actually, Brian.
Oh, he's farther up.
You see that mossy rock on the other side?
Oh, yeah.
He's way up there, and he's about 3 feet out from where the shadow is.
Gotcha.
You see him there?
I think I see it.
Extra special, in my opinion, is being a North American, being able to continue our fishing season by coming down here, and we fished some of the same flies on the same rods. It's just a great transition. The thing that's different, though, is that the average fish size here is really big. So probably 4-pound average with chances at 6, 7, 8 and larger trout every day. And it's the stalking, the spot and stalk technique that you use here.
So I saw him on the right side up. So you got that dark rock on the inside. Yeah, there he is.
Usually a team effort with a companion or guide where you walk along, spot a fish, then make a little game plan, then go in for a quiet approach.
There, you see him there?
Yeah, that dark shape. He's about 4 feet off.
Yeah.
A little soft. You want to splash down. He's coming for it. Got him. Sweet.
Well done.
There's definitely technique involved. There's some skill involved. You don't make super long casts, but you make accurate casts with the right flies. So it's a fun way to fish. And when it's 5 below zero at home, it's 75 down here.
Oh, I gotta pull, so just let that fly come through. Yep, lift, lift, lift.
God save the queen.
Bit more right, Brian. Perfect. Two rod lengths in front of that, but on that same line you're pointing. That's it. Ooh. Yep, yep, yep. That was a good spot between us.
Unbelievable. You guys are the best.
I actually thought you snagged rock until you lifted.
Heavy. Still think it's a brown. I'm gonna get him up.
turn him down to you.
He's the pride.
So at Cedar Lodge, it's been around. It's been helicopter flyout lodge for 40 years, and it's in just a gorgeous valley on the Macarora River. And from their location, they use a helicopter, fly every direction, north, south, east, and west, to different large streams, different small tributaries. Scenery's remarkable. When you're doing your flight, you almost wish you were going farther because it's just so much fun to be up in the mountain peaks and looking down at glaciers and all these valleys. There's a lot of fishing articles that are dedicated to areas with really clear water, and there are some European streams that are really clear. There are some spring creeks in North America that are really clear, but there's something about New Zealand, and not every stream, but most have very clear water, but it's this blue clear where you can see 20 feet deep in the deepest holes. It's just like glass, and people say gin clear, and that's pretty clear, but this has got that little blue coloration to it. And you'll see in underwater photos how that blueness really comes out. I've had people say, that looks like a swimming pool. And it's probably more clear than a swimming pool. And as an angler, you have to say, well, if I can see you, you can see me. And that's why the approach is from downstream and with long leaders and carefully working into position. And all the while, whether you're in the helicopter, hiking trails, looking at the river, or fishing, it's seductive. That blue, clear water is so inviting. You just hope, man, I hope there's fish in there because this is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
So our fish sitting right back in here. There is, isn't there? No. It's sitting, it's quite light.
That little light smudge out right beyond the dark rock.
This side of that cluster of orange rock, is that a fish that's sitting on there? Wait a second.
It is.
Yeah.
It's definitely
it's
a fish.
Yeah.
Good job.
It's a fish. What's your line, I get? Yep.
That was so cool.
Good job.
Right on, Paul. That's cool.
Super light, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a monster, but
It's just
it might be bigger than we think.
It's a spicy little rainbow, but it's just one of those little steelhead. Yeah. There you go.
One thing that I really like down here is just that every inch of New Zealand is beautiful. I would have to say my favorite thing is probably, well, still would be fly fishing, and preferably dry fly fishing for big rainbows and browns. I would have to say the ultimate, in my opinion, is the helicopter flyouts to very remote rivers and be fishing immediately. And that really has to be about the ultimate fishing experience in New Zealand.